Hey guys, it's Crystal from Living with Gastroparesis, and this is an early Q&A Friday. With Thanksgiving this week, I am taking Thursday and Friday off. I hope most of you are too. A little extra time with your family and friends, hopefully a little extra time for self-care this long holiday weekend. But I did want to check in with you prior to the holiday and answer one question, a question that I have gotten from a lot of you, and that is, how do I deal with gastroparesis at Thanksgiving? Now, there's way more than I could possibly say in a short Q&A video. You may know that I have a program called Living Well with Gastroparesis at the Holidays, which actually started today, and the first week of the program is all about Thanksgiving, so I just did an entire 30-minute podcast plus a whole bunch of handouts, and there's way more than I can get into in this video, but I do want to give you just 3 or 4 simple tips, practical advice to help you through the holiday. The first thing is about eating GP friendly. And so I've already seen people saying, I'll try to eat GP friendly, or I'll try to avoid temptation, or, gathering up my willpower. I really think it's helpful for you to not think of this as a diet, because if you've ever been on a diet, you know it's really hard to stick to a diet. That's why diets don't work. People can't stick to them. And so eating for gastroparesis is really not a diet. It's really self-care. That's really what it comes down to. It's really about being kind to yourself. When you eat foods that you know are going to make you feel horrible, whether that means nausea or vomiting or pain, that's not being kind to yourself. That is not taking care of yourself. And so if you think of it from that perspective, if you think of it from the perspective of, really being good to yourself, that should make it a little bit easier in terms of making good choices. But the other thing that makes it a lot easier is to make sure that you have food that you can eat, whatever that means for you, whether it's just low-fat versions of the traditional holiday favorites, whether it's soft foods, whether that means bringing smoothies or soups, whatever it means for you. You need to prepare in advance so that you have GP-friendly foods that you can choose. And if you have more than one, if you have several, even better, okay? If you have things that you can choose from that taste good, that are nourishing, that are GP friendly and are not likely to exacerbate your symptoms, that's going to make it much easier for you to avoid the foods that you know you should not be eating. And so, you can find recipes on my blog if you go to livingwithgastroparesis.com/blog, and in the search box just type Thanksgiving. You'll get some recipes that I posted last year. Obviously, Eating for Gastroparesis has some good recipes. In terms of desserts, baking for Thanksgiving, definitely you can check out the GP-friendly baking ebook. But regardless, the point is you really want to prepare food for you. And if you have multiple options, even better, okay? That's really going to help you make good choices. The other thing I want you guys to really be cognizant of is your stress level, okay? We've talked a lot of times now about the connection between stress and gastroparesis and the role that stress plays in digestive symptoms. And so the holidays are usually stressful between, the family and the traveling and the meal preparation. I want you to be really aware of your stress level. When you sit down to eat, I want you to relax first. I want you to eat in a relaxed way. I want you to eat slowly. I want you to chew your food. That will all make a difference. And I also want you to make sure that you're not compromising your self-care. The newsletter that just went out yesterday is all about self-care, and that's really what I want you to think about throughout this holiday weekend. Make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. So we've already talked about that in terms of choosing foods that are gastroparesis friendly, preparing foods that are gastroparesis friendly, but that also means adhering to your regular meal schedule, adhering to your regular medication schedule, taking the supplements that you would usually take, doing your daily physical activity. If you practice a regular relaxation exercise, don't skimp on that on Thanksgiving. It's not the day to forget it. So do all of the things that you would normally do to take care of yourself, even on the holidays, okay? It's not a holiday from self-care. And the more you practice self-care, the more you'll be able to actually enjoy the holidays and the more likely that you'll feel good. So I want you to focus on taking really good care of yourself this holiday weekend. And I also just wanted to take a minute to express my gratitude to you and to let you know that I am very thankful that you have allowed me to be part of your journey with gastroparesis. I've said it before, but it's true. And I am not happy to have gastroparesis. I'm not grateful for gastroparesis itself, but I do feel very blessed that I've been able to use my experience to help other people. And I'm grateful that you are watching this video and that you're with me on Facebook and that you visit the blog, and certainly I'm grateful for all of your messages and your emails. And I just hope that the information that you're receiving is helping you to live well with gastroparesis. So with that, with those tips, I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week at our regularly scheduled time for another Q&A Friday.